Good afternoon. Making some lunch today, and I got some fried potatoes and onions going on, and we're going to be making some bean cakes. So we'll show you how to do those. They're really good.
Daryl made us a big old pot of beans last night, black beans and pintos, and he made a big old pot of chili out of that. So we always make too much so we can have bean cakes next day. So first thing you want to do is get your cast iron skillet, whatever skillet you want, and get your grease going. We got some fresh canned lard up in there that we canned, and I'll let Daryl do the video while I do it. But we have probably about 3 cups of beans in there, and you're gonna eyeball it. You just sprinkle your flour, whatever flour you want. I'll probably add about a good cup in there.
We usually use cornmeal, but we're out of the fresh cornmeal, so
and I won't buy it from the store.
So,
and then I use pink Himalayan salt, and just throw you about a teaspoon of salt up in there.
You want to salt it to taste it.
Yeah, I never really measure, so I just do a pinch of baking powder. I love paprika, so we paprika it. And a little bit of black pepper. And then you just stir all this goodness in here until it comes together, and you can see this is something that when I first met Daryl, he made me. I've never ever heard of it before because I'm from Ohio up north, and you never hear of this stuff. This is a southern thing, and it was one of the best things that we ever made. Okay, so our skillet is nice and hot. The lard is still melting a bit. You're just going to want to take about a good sized spoonful of it. See that? And pop it in the pan. You make your pan of this up with some fried potatoes and onions, and I'm going to put me on some greens to go with it. And the thing is, you just wait. I like to flip mine one time to mash them. You flip it and then you mash it down. See that? Because you want them nice and firm. So you just flip it for a minute, mash it down. Flip it, mash it down. If it falls apart, it'll be okay.
It's more or less the same, kind of the same recipe and same principle as your potato cakes or potato pancakes if you've ever made those. You're just using the beans. And you can use just about any kind of beans that you want. Potatoes are really sizzling over there.
When we're done, we'll come back and we'll show you how it looks when we're done.
Whenever you turn them over, what you're looking for is the outside being real crispy. See how they, if you've ever made corn cakes, like the fried corn fritters, that's what you're looking for on the outside, is that crispy outside. Okay, so we got them fried up, and this is do that crispy edge, crispy side on them. That's what you're looking for. Now this is a recipe that there's no exact recipe for. It's one of those use whatever kind of beans you want. The amount of beans you use is going to depend on how many people you're wanting to feed. The amount of flour is going to depend on how many beans you use. On your flour, you just want to use enough flour to cover it good. If you get a little bit thick, you can use a little bit of your bean juice to thin it back down. So just whatever consistency you want them at. And we use black beans and pintos, which gives it a little bit darker color. If you use like a 15 bean soup mix, we have used the 15 bean Cajun. That works really good. If you use navy beans, it's going to give it a little bit of a different color. It's not going to be as dark. But this is really easy, really delicious. And Joseph makes some dip for us. This is mayonnaise, hot sauce, a little bit of ketchup, garlic powder, and I think a little bit of salt to taste for a dipping. You can also use unflavored yogurt with the hot sauce and garlic, or sour cream. Different ways of doing the dip to dip them in. And then we've got the fried potatoes are looking good and done there. Got some turkey patty meatloaf going on. It's made with ground turkey and the meatloaf spices, and instead of putting it in the oven to bake it and fry it like you do the hamburgers, the patties, it's really good. If you haven't already subscribed to our video or to our channel, go ahead and subscribe that way, and make sure you hit the like button, thumbs up button, and the notification bell so you get notifications when we post new videos. And like, share, and comment on this video. We thank you guys for joining us on our journey. God bless.